Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Lund, and welcome to another episode of the Supper Club Social, where we review restaurants, movies, and TV shows, and talk about home bars, cocktails, and pop culture. With me today is my co-host, who at 9 years old had a 35-year-old girlfriend. At age 12, he escaped a life of running cigarettes and illegal fireworks to Detroit's underground sewer skating scene. He recently published a book of poems called "Let Me Put My Poems in You." It's Roy Smith.
God, I hope
that was a good one. I didn't know who it was going to be.
Yeah. You don't know your own life story?
No, I must have blacked that part out.
Jeez. Well, Roy, next up, he's got a voice of an angel. It's like a combination of Fergie and Jesus. He's got a samurai sword signed by Randy Jackson of American Idol. He once rapped the lyrics, "The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, I'll do you in the bottom while you're drinking sangria." It's Scott Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Wait, I thought that was Jeff for a second. So,
most of that was me. Yeah. You lost me at the sangria part.
Last but not least, his favorite clone is illegal in 9 countries. It's called Sex Panther by Odeon. He doesn't really know how to say it, but he's kind of a big deal. People know him. He's important.
I have many leather-bound
books.
He
has many leather-bound books, and his house smells of rich mahogany. It's Jeff Lafferty.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, good to be back.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Do you know who you all are?
Yep,
I do.
Now
know.
I do. Yeah. Yep.
Roy, you are Will Ferrell from Blades of Glory.
Oh. I've only watched. That's probably like my least watched Will Ferrell movie.
Sure.
Actually, yeah.
Scott, do you know which Will Ferrell you are?
The one from Step Brothers?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Brendan, if I have it right. Yeah. And Jeff, you finished your quote. You know
Anchorman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Scott, Roy, how you doing?
Better now that I got some beer.
There we go. I think we've read a happy hour quote about beer and making life happy and all that. Mm-hmm. Scott, what career interests you the most? Professional ice dancer, adult child, or an anchorman?
Oh, adult child sounds fabulous because, just video games and being made food all day. I don't know.
Jeez, I should have left that one off if you already are that.
Yeah.
Some kind of trick question.
Yeah.
I
like to just continue the lifestyle I've become accustomed to.
Sure, nice. Wow.
As you should.
Well, but behind every adult child is a really hardworking wife.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
That's right.
Cut out on them. Mm-hmm. Take a quick pin while this is happening. Check. Did that work?
Yeah.
Hello.
Think so?
Nope.
Splinicky, Ricky's back. Ricky's back.
Ricky's back.
Ricky's to Nicky. That's a good movie.
It's a word salad. You know, if we were ahead of the game, you'd mark the time, and then when we edit this, I would just, there it is. Then I'd just cut it out.
Yep.
But no, I'll just unpack. Okay, we're back, I think. Mm-hmm. Back.
She's
to the wall. Okay, let's keep going. Jeff.
Yep.
What's more manly? Using a shampoo called Mane and Tail, being a master of the flute, or throwing a half-eaten burrito out of your car window, hitting a motorcyclist?
Definitely the last one. That
Heavy on the Will Ferrell tonight, huh?
Not Mane and Tail, huh?
No.
You know, that's a real shampoo.
Really?
Yeah, he uses it in Blades of Glory, Roy's Will.
Wow.
And he's got this brush that's worth $1,000 or whatever. Use the vertical anytime you want, but you keep your hands off the mane and tail.
Mane and tail.
Or something like I might even have that.
Is that when
Horse shampoo?
he punts the dog off the bridge?
Yeah, Jack
Anchorman.
Black.
You just get my life off this bridge.
Oh yeah, what do you love?
What's that? And he's got Brian Fantana talking to him on the phone.
I love lamp.
Roy,
That's such a good movie.
any dust-ups on the bus, beefs in the break room,
Yeah, ruined my Friday, actually.
unholy encounters, or DIY disasters?
Just dust up on the bus.
Uh-oh, okay, let's dig in. You got something to hold? You need something to chew down on?
Nope, I got it.
Like
I
a
already
boxing
took
glove?
my rage out earlier.
Okay.
But
Do you want to talk about it?
sure, I had a student at
Don't
skipping
you-
school, obviously.
Don't you mean student?
Yeah, with a service animal.
Oh, lizard? Snake?
No, blue heeler, full grown,
nice.
full size dog.
They're
That normally the same student is on a skateboard and the dog pulls him, so that must be the service it provides.
Oh, yeah. How dare you mock
But no
the
skateboard this time.
legs? Yeah.
And so he gets on. I don't care. I know it's not. And he's just cocky too. Service animal and student. It's like, well, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So he goes to the back, and then full-size dogs, even if they are a service animal, are not allowed
On the
to
seats.
be on the seats or in your lap.
He's just got his head out the window with his tongue
Yeah,
out.
and I'm like, no, it's got to be on the ground. No, it doesn't. It's my service animal. It can be on my lap. I'm like, no, it's got to be on the ground, man. Well, you're just fucking wrong. That's not the rules. It's my service animal. I have to have it on my lap. I'm like, no, it's got to be on the ground.
Oh, man.
Did it stop recording?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm just looking at the camera.
Oh, you looked at it and said, oh, man. And I'm like, all right, man. Like, if you want to argue, you're more than welcome to get off the bus, or you can just have your dog get on the floor like it needs to be. And so instead of just doing that, he goes, this is fucking stupid, and then sits down on the floor
Oh.
with the dog. I'm like, you can't be on the floor.
Dramatic twist, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, now I got to
Was
pull
the dog
over.
still up and
No,
he was down?
Down with him, just wandering around.
Okay.
Man, that is a dust up.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, man.
This is coming to a
You
point.
want to do this, then we can do this. So I
Oh.
call a supervisor, and then like, all right, we'll just pull over, and we'll come find you. And so I sit there, and then he pulls out his iPad, of course, and starts recording, because that's what teenagers do nowadays when they get caught in a lie.
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there, just
On the floor still?
on the floor still.
Recording
And I'm
you
just
with his
sitting
iPad.
there, and there's just two older ladies on the bus, and they're just like, this fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like, they keep doing this, looking back at him, going back, like, oh my God. Jeez. And after 10 minutes of sitting there, not moving, with him just recording a silent bus, he finally says, fuck it, I'm just going to get off and get the next one. It's probably like 2 minutes behind now. I'm like, sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets off the bus, and then he wants to argue with one of the old ladies on the bus that's pissed off that she's late now.
Right.
And the dog, like, jumps up on a chair, which they shouldn't do if they're a real service animal.
Yeah.
Like, on his own. Like,
Unreal.
just
Yeah.
spirally. And then he sits there and talks to her for a little bit, and then finally gets off. And the kicker is, the supervisor showed up after I drop him off there.
Mm-hmm.
Supervisor gives him a free ride in the truck to where he wanted to get off at. And at that point, I've made it there.
Oh
And
my
so he
gosh.
sprints, full sprint, from Wesleyan Haven up 2 blocks to Market so he can see me drive by, gives me the double bird,
Yeah.
hip thrusts, and shouts out, fuck you. I'm like, fucking great,
That's
dude.
dedication.
Yeah.
He could have been there anyways if he just put his dog on the
I know, but I'm like, God,
Well,
what a
you're
fucking piece of shit.
enabling him by giving him that free
I know,
ride.
and that's the problem, is they have no
Yeah.
repercussions for their action, and then
That's brutal.
SJ is just bow down to all these students, because it's alleys.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my dust up on the bus. And then I was late. Like,
Was that on
the rest of the
Veterans
day.
Day?
No, that was on Friday.
Oh, okay.
I almost called in for my
Oh,
second
goodness.
half.
Dang.
But I was like, I'll just do it.
Well, dang, Roy, that's tough, man. Jeez, it's not all.
So it's been a real rocky weekend.
Yeah. Did anything else happen?
Well, no, just like the least exciting
Okay.
Chiefs game ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like
Don't let one thing, spoil your.
half an arena full. That was it.
Oh, that's right. The Chiefs game.
And
was
just
too.
like, it was like watching just a bunch of kids just like skating around,
Yeah.
like not doing
Any
much.
fights?
At the very end, there was 2.
Ooh, nice.
And that was the only excitement in the whole game.
Yeah.
They lost like 5-3 or 6-3.
Ooh,
Lame.
Yeah.
It's tough.
that's a tough one, man. Well,
Kicking the
I think
junk.
we should
Yeah.
just wrap it up. Yeah. Go kill ourselves.
Let's go.
I've had a pretty good week. Actually, I had kind of a crappy week. I mean, let's just pile on. Let's bring it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Then there's
somber.
only one way to go.
Yep, only can go up from the bottom.
I got gout in my foot, which
Gout.
was a real hoot.
I thought that was last week because you couldn't go to skate night because of it.
It was like a Friday to Friday situation. Was it?
Nope.
It's not Friday today.
Had it been a Wednesday or a Thursday
Is it
type of
Friday?
thing.
I don't know when it was, Roy. It was over a span of time.
Yeah.
I was too miserable to even clock it. It feels like if someone stuck a steak knife into your foot and just left it there.
So
Lets it wiggle around.
the first time I ever heard of gout was in the Adam Sandler song
Got the
Lunch
gout.
Lady. Yeah. So are you making a career switch or?
Like, there's openings.
Yeah, there's always openings there. No, I'm gonna stick with what I know for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it in my back pocket though.
You're shooing.
Well, I would like to bring back
Oh,
the
real
cheese
funny.
zombie.
Can't even get your shoe off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a lot of bread and a lot of cheese,
A
Scott.
lot of cheese. Yeah, a lot of grease and
My favorite
What a goodness.
thing about Cheese Zombie is you could stuff it into the silverware compartment of your divided tray, put a napkin over it, look like you ate it. Just really pack it down in
What is?
there.
Since I'm not from here, what is the cheese zombie?
Scott, go ahead.
I mean, it's bread with cheese in the middle. It's like a grilled cheese, but it's not. It's like a whole tray, and then they cut it, and it's divine. And not to get too off topic here, but did you guys ever have a mom that came to your elementary school, and she was the one that sat at the head of the table, and you had to walk past her and show her your empty tray before you could do that?
No.
I think that was Davey Womack's mom. I don't know if you guys ever knew him, but
Davey.
yeah, little Davey.
He's a is he a magician?
Magician,
Yeah.
yeah. I almost called it a musician. That's
Yeah.
not even close. Yeah.
That's
Maybe he's
a-
a muse and a
Yeah.
magician.
What does that sound?
It's popping.
Oh,
Fire's popping off in Linda's.
I'm like,
Hey.
are we about?
Got
Like, what did I
gunshots.
do here? Okay,
Neighbors.
yeah, Cheese Zombie. I mean, Scott is fully erect after talking about Cheese Zombie. huh?
Don't get him talking about Cajun McChicken.
Oh, yeah.
Could you
They're
imagine?
back.
Whoa.
Yeah. Almost made a sign the other day and stood outside of it.
Is it like the "prove me wrong" sign? The guy at the table.
Best McChicken ever. Prove me wrong.
It was a good sandwich. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I got out my foot, got over that, and then I don't think I had anything really happen. It's kind of the end of the window cleaning season, but we've had some nice weather considering. So
Not after today.
and yeah, that kind of sucks. Right. It's like I can only equate it to like a prisoner walking towards the execution chair that I
Wait
do,
a
like,
mile.
every November, December. But it's all good. Anyway, well, should we put a pin in this? And well, before we put a pin in it, Roy, you know, I'm just really glad that you're so open about your bussing.
Yeah.
You know, lots of people,
Yeah.
men like us, have a hard time talking about what's really tricky in our lives.
You work for yourself. You just don't want to bash yourself.
Accidentally turn that down. Okay, but let's just move it on, huh?
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is happy hour,
All right.
our favorite segment of every week, I'd say. We like to start every happy hour segment off with a quote. This one is: "Men are like wine; some turn to vinegar, but the best improve with age." Pope John
The
the
Baptist.
23rd.
Okay.
He's a wise man.
Gotta be true. Got it from the internet.
Right.
Today for our cocktail, we've got something called the In Cold Blood,
Yeah.
which is an original cocktail out of Vermont or something like that, bar up there. It's a riff off of Boulevardier, which is a riff off of a Negroni.
So it's a riff off a riff.
It's a double riff.
It's a riff raff.
Riffing.
So if we start with the Negroni, that is gin, vermouth, and Campari.
Nobody likes it.
Boulevardier is whiskey, vermouth, and Campari. This is whiskey, vermouth, and Cynar. And Cynar is an artichoke liqueur. So, let's give them a taste here.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. Love some happy hour. Roy?
Roy,
Cheers.
Cheers,
Clinky.
my friend.
It's too far away.
I know.
That's quite nice.
I
I
like
don't
the
want
whiskey
Roy to
in
do
it,
too
yeah.
much. You know, he had to deal with one teenager this last week.
Routine.
Preteen, sorry.
I like
Yeah.
Scott. Scott's got a part-time salsa tester living with him.
Yeah.
It's very part-time. Very part-time. 13-year-olds, they think they can handle the heat until you
Oh.
get to number 2 on the scale and
Not so much.
back out.
Can't take it.
I'll have a good spice, but I don't like it when you can't taste anything after you eat it.
See, if I'm going ethnic, I'm going to come out crying. That's what I got.
I know, but you still get all the flavor when you're eating like Indian food and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But for me, it's tears, it's snot, everything on my face. It's bad.
Leaking.
I thought we were
Fun
talking
stuff.
like hot wings, like when you get to the point where it's just like you just burn.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's not enjoyable.
That's no fun.
Right.
No fun.
The In Cold Blood cocktail is 1 ounce rye whiskey, 1 ounce sweet vermouth, 1 ounce Cynar, a lemon thingy, and
Peel.
some salt, cherry. That's all we got for that.
Nice.
I like
No long story. No, it's a kind of a newer cocktail or whatever that's made it into the lexicon. Definitely bitter. But
it's
like I
nice.
say, it's usually by your third or fourth drink, the bitterness is kind of coated your mouth, and then you can kind of start to get the other flavors out of it.
It would be nice if there was ice in it, you know?
I know. Oh, there is Roy.
Oh,
It's just clear.
surprise.
I like the way the lemon hits you right in the nose. You know, I like that.
Yeah, a little lemon in there is pretty tasty.
I like
Goes
that
a long
lot.
way.
No juice, just a little peel expressed over the top.
Zest, if you will.
Some say it's about the peeler. not
Some
the
do
peel
say
itself.
Some, yep.
Today, for happy hour, I found a list top 10 things that make men happy from AskMen.com, a very trusty source.
Like it.
Now, I thought we'd go through this and maybe just kind of react to each one, level of happiness it gives you, if any, and go from there.
That's fair. All right.
So their little blurb was, pop culture likes to portray us men as the less complicated of the species, monosyllabic?
Syllabic.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh, you didn't even see the word.
I was in the spelling bee when I was younger, and I did really well.
That was in there.
Impressive. Monosyllabic? Doesn't seem right to me. But
It's right.
monosyllabic, sex-obsessed knuckle-draggers, possessing all the depth of a kiddie pool and all the predictability of a 2.5 Men episode.
I like it.
Ply us
Pretty
with
much
a beer,
sums this up.
pulled pork, UFC, and some boobs, and we are putty in your hands, right?
Yep.
Not
Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, wait, wrong.
Wrong. We're sophisticated, unpredictable, super complicated creatures. Our tastes more diverse, more exotic than an oriental bazaar. Fact is, we're so multi-layered that it'll knock you on your butt. Number 1.
All right.
Feats of non-strength. Darts, horseshoes, ladder toss. Beyond the hallowed fields of play are the hallowed parking lots and backyards of drink. Where there be drink, there shall be activities, non-athletic activities, still requiring superior skill, but without the risk of elevating one's heart or breaking sweats.
Competition. Yep.
How does this rank on for you guys in the happiness scale of throwing a cornhole bag, darts,
Yeah.
pool? I think
that's.
Put it on like
I mean,
a
it's
1
not
to
a-
10.
Yeah. You were doing 1 to 10, or like must have, or it could go with or without.
let's see if you can have it. Let's rank it. If it's not a happiness factor for you, we'll just discard it. But I would put it at 1 to 10.
Let's do 1 to 10 scale. 10 being the highest.
Sure. And then we'll average our all scores.
Yeah.
That's a lot of math.
Jeff is our math guy.
I'll
Scott,
add
He was
it
in
up.
spelling bee.
you're our
Yeah, I
spelling
said
guy.
spelling bee, not math.
Well, you know.
Olympics.
Hand in hand.
Scott can do it. I know he went to college.
He works numbers, man.
Roy, what do you put in feats of non-strength at?
I go 6. You know,
Okay.
it's not a must-have, but you know,
Sure.
if it's there, I'll indulge.
Yeah, you can get pulled out of your lawn chair every now and then
Yeah.
if you have to.
As long
Scott?
as my back's doing good.
I'm going to go 7 for non-strength activities. As Jim Harbaugh says, the body craves contact, and I do love a good pickup basketball game, Thanksgiving football. So I would rank that higher, but for non-strength activity, 7.
Okay. That's still pretty high
Is
for
that
not
one of your top pickup lines too?
It is, yeah. It's one of my go-tos.
Just so you know, the body
I was
creates
told
contact.
my body craves contact.
Well, if you want to know my other pickup line, it's never mind. I'll tell you guys. All right.
Jeff? What would you put it at?
I was gonna put it at a 6. Also,
Okay. Oh, really? That's surprising. Not quite as high as I would thought.
yeah.
Any particular reason?
You know, when I play cornhole,
Sure.
I have an issue. I don't like to throw it underhand, so I go
yeah.
overhand
Oh, wow.
toss.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And some people will say that's against the rules.
I don't know if
Illegal,
that's
yeah.
just
I looked it up.
unorthodox.
And it said it was fine.
Oh,
A little unorthodox. I've never seen that before. In
Well, it's
person.
hard. It's hard to get it to land and stop.
so you're more of a shooter than a tosser.
Yeah.
See, and with cornhole, you get the hardos that play by those rules, and they're like, "Oh, these bags suck," or this and that. That's just not fun.
You got too much oil on your board.
Yeah. I will. I don't like the
So much goddamn varnish
like
on this.
the tailgater ones you can buy at like Target and Walmart that are like
Yeah.
shorties.
Yeah.
I don't like playing on those.
Yeah.
And the people just like spin it so good.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just like, whoosh.
Yeah.
When one year those were all the craze, and my brother-in-law got one. It was like brand new off of like some Pinterest thing or whatever, and you'd throw it, and it was the bags would just slowly slide right off of it.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of dusty out in the yard we were playing. It was
It's like having it on a shuffleboard.
Yeah.
That's a fun game if you have the room for it.
See, and I think most of us are old enough to remember when cornhole was called beanbag toss. So I just can't
It's
quite
always
get there.
been cornhole to me.
Oh, see, Roy's young.
Young.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're in your 30s.
Just
Must be
clinging
nice.
on. Just clinging
Must
on.
be nice.
On that last rung.
All right. I think we've got enough.
Ryan, what would you rank?
mileage off of number 1? Oh, me.
I can't do math out of 3. I need 4.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with an 8
Oh, so we're
on this.
looking at,
I like a good yard game.
6 3/4.
Non-sweat.
7.
I like darts more because there's no bending over to grab things. The numbers are there to add. So I'm going 8, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So what do we got? 8, 7, 6, 7?
8, 7, 6, 6. So you're looking at like a 6 and 7, 5, 6.75.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
Overall.
right. Sounds right.
Pass the test. Number 2.
All right.
You built that. From the manly pride you felt after sculpting that craptacular Mother's Day ceramic ashtray circa 1994 arts and craft to staring in joyful awe at your first diaper-destroying poo. To assemble, I should have read these before. To assembling your girlfriend's IKEA Malm. That's kind of okay. I get it. We're all hardwired to bask in the joy of building something, the joy of completion. Scott? I see you shaking your head there.
I'm about a 3.
Uh-oh.
3 on this
Oh,
one.
man.
Okay.
I have more furniture held together with Gorilla Glue than I know what to do with. I had to leave my entire college setup in my dorm room or my in my apartment
all glued
because it was
together.
glued to it was actually glued to the floor. I had so much glue it just dripped onto the floor. So I hate building
Are
stuff.
you sure it was glue in college?
Yeah. Maybe a little mix. A little Axe body wash. And
Sure, yeah.
Some crusty socks over there.
So you're paying for assembly is what you're telling me here.
You know what? We've made it to this point in life unscathed. I think we're going to go assembly. You bring it in, you set it up yourself.
Buying a lot of floor models.
Yeah. Might be dinged up a little bit, but that's fine.
Actually, buying a floor model of like a grill or like a barbecue is an underrated tactic.
Yeah, I would say
Because
so.
those things are a pain.
Man, they're like, that's your next 4 hours if you are really on a roll.
yeah.
And then you can't even cook on it because it's
Well, you gotta,
bedtime.
you gotta burn off all the packing chemicals on it before you can use it.
That's right.
That's what makes the meat so juicy.
Right. That's why you feel so good after the first burger. All those extra toxins in it.
High on your own supply.
Yeah.
Jeff, what would you put it at? You
So
built-
I'm sorry.
No, you a big builder?
I am not a big builder and I'm not good at it.
Oh,
but
okay.
I did a couple years ago. I put together the gazebo from Costco over the hot tub.
Oh, how was that?
yeah.
And that was a pain in the ass, but it was very rewarding when it was done.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was fun. It was
the big
hot.
10 by 10 one that they already
think it
always
was
have
like-
on the floor, whatever it is.
I think it was like 12 by 14.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so the roof is like 4
Well, you gotta have that extra
different
space for the TV, you know.
We actually had to have our neighbor. We were like putting up the roof, and my neighbor next door could see us. I'm like, dude, can you come like give me a hand?
Was this the golf ball neighbor?
Nope, other one.
Okay, good
Yeah,
to know.
I know better
further
than to
down.
go that way.
That guy's
Yeah,
further
you walk
down.
the other way.
yeah. She would have then. I'll help you, and then she would have like dropped it on me. Sure. So I knew better, but no, I would say I'm gonna put a 6 on that.
Okay, all right. That's not too
It's not
bad.
my favorite thing to do, but
Sure.
it is a good
Still
sense of
some
pride.
level of enjoyment out of it. Scott's pretty low on that. Roy?
If it's something I want to do, like if it's something I bought, then I'm all about it.
All about it, yeah.
Like I'll go like 9.
Okay.
But if it's like something that gets brought to me unannounced,
Like
Like, well, I
Andrea
just-
bought you a new desk for Ashlyn to put together.
yeah, something like that. But I'm just kind of like I drop it down to like a 5.
Okay.
So you're averaging a 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should actually put mine higher because
Well, yeah, because like it's
should
a scenario type of thing for me.
Sure.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I think mine should be higher because I build golf clubs, and so like that's fun, and so like
Sure.
putting golf clubs together, that's a 10.
Yeah, because
That's
that's
a good
something you
point,
enjoy.
yeah.
So
It's the same as me. Like it's something you want to do.
yeah.
it's the sense of
something your wife
completion
or kid
that you
bring,
mentioned
yeah.
already. So yeah, I think you gotta
I'm gonna
boost
bump
that.
it up. Let's,
Yeah.
let's go 8.
You're
Let's go 8.
doing rookie numbers
Yeah,
at
yeah.
first there.
Let's go
Come
8.
on.
Those are numbers a week. You got to pump those up.
And upon further review, I'm still a 3.
Okay. Unless it involves Gorilla Glue and duct tape.
I have to go pretty high. I think I'm going to go with a 9 here.
Look where we're at.
I mean, we're in my adult fort that I built in the backyard.
Yep.
I do, but this has taken years to kind of like we buy something, whatever it is that has to be assembled. It's kind of like known that like I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna have a few beers. I'm gonna have like it in the living room, and people kind of generally leave me alone a little bit, unless like Carter's gotten old enough that I'm like, all right, will you lift that off the ground so I can screw it in or something?
Right.
But mostly I like just like have fun trying to figure out myself, and then I kind of like work 2 steps ahead and read 2 steps behind, type of thing, you know. So you're like, oh wait, I gotta go back and do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that piece, I don't need that.
So that's where you go wrong. You got to go in order.
They always give
I
you
get too
extra
fast.
pieces.
See, that's what Ashlyn does that. She's like, oh, I don't want to do this part yet. It's like, okay, well, now you're missing like 5 parts.
Sure. Well, Roy, I do a real thorough part in inventory when I first open. I
that's
familiarize
smart.
myself with all the parts and the screw types. And then it's just like clockwork. I can visualize the whole thing almost.
I
usually.
love the instruction manuals that have actual size of the
Yeah.
parts, so you
Yeah.
can line them up. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's
I like the ones that have like a QR code that take you to like a YouTube video.
that's too much for me.
Yeah.
That takes
You know
the
who
fun
would be
out.
an 11 on this list?
Who's that?
Your dad.
Yeah.
Remember the tree fort?
Oh,
the
yeah.
tree house?
The homemade camper on the back of his truck?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Hey, he could probably sell that for big money nowadays.
oh yeah. I mean, the Smithsonian would be calling.
Back growing up in their backyard, they had the best tree house, dude. Literally, you go up this tree and literally, it was like a house.
Yeah.
And we would sleep up there. We could go up there and hang
Yeah,
out.
Man.
and there was a little upper area to it that you
2
could
stories.
He called it the stargazing area. And then as kids, we built decks all the way around it. I don't know how we got permission to do that, but it never collapsed. We never bought anything. It was just like, oh, here's
Oh, that's
this
how you got this whole
torn down
technique
fence. Yeah, oh, there's another 2x4.
Seems sturdy.
Like the older guys in the neighborhood would like give us old bent nails, and we'd go out on the curb and like
I'll straighten them
straighten
back
them
out.
out.
Just pound them out.
It was a lot
Tough
of fun.
times,
That was
tough
a-
times.
Man, it's amazing what you do when you don't have like Fortnite
Anything.
and Netflix.
Yeah, I know. It'd be awesome if it could just all crash
If Scott
for like
could
a
have
month.
pried himself away from Madden for more than 6 hours a day.
I know.
When you're
I can't-
playing-
I still can't believe that.
When you're playing
Full-length
15-minute
football
quarters,
games.
you got no time.
I have a hard time sitting through an actual live game.
Yeah.
15-minute quarters.
He
Yells
actually
up-
told me off camera just now he put up 300 points on the computer in a college football game this morning.
He yells up to his mom, "No, I can't pause it." It's 94-13.
I got a shutout going.
Sean King's about to get his 900th yard.
I gotta boost my stats.
I love it. I
Did
love
you
it
get
so
John
much.
Kitna?
So good.
All right. Did we get everybody there?
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna average us to like a 5 on that. We're pretty high. You guys are. Well, let's
I'm a
go
7.
6.
You 7.
He's the
6.5,
he's the low
7?
one. I think because you were what?
I'm gonna.
6?
I'll go 8.
8, 7. You're what was
I
yours?
put it at 9.
9. So
4.
and you were a 3.
27 again.
27
3.
divided by 4 is
That's a-
6.
6.75.
So 7.
Yeah.
Round it up.
So let's go 7.
I like it.
We'll give it a little bump.
Makes us happy.
Just take a
Moving
quick
on.
little
Pause.
little pulse.
Yeah, all right. We've gone through 2.
Well, you know how these lists go. Sometimes they get away from
I
us.
know they really do. All right, let's. Well, but Roy, before we do that, you know, I really liked your answer there a little bit ago about the desk putting together stuff.
Yeah.
Really insightful. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are continuing on with this list here. We are on number 3, pushing it down. Not what you think. That's what comedian Bill Burr calls the exercise of a man trying at all costs to maintain his composure, denying himself any exhibition of emotion, even in the most dire of scenarios.
Sounds like the military.
Scanning. I think that sense of joy. I'm not sure on that. What do you guys think?
Could you read it?
Sure.
The sense of joy we get of pushing down our
Pushing
emotions.
down your emotions. I mean, let me read the whole blurb. I kind of
Yeah,
petered
I
out
thought you
about
were. I
halfway.
thought you were just doing a random quote. I didn't know that was the actual question.
So, okay, yeah, pushing it down is number 3. That's what comedian Bill Burr calls the exercise of a man trying at all costs to remain to maintain his composure, denying himself any exhibition of emotion, even in the most dire of scenarios in which it would otherwise be totally permissible to let loose with a pathetic whimper, or, as circumstances dictated, a banshee wail. But a man doesn't allow himself such indulgences. To be clear, it's not the bottling up of our emotions that makes us happy. It's the not having to suffer through another man's emotional outburst that brings us the real joy. If I really want to experience emotion, I'll be on my own, and it's whenever I queue up that Volkswagen commercial with the Darth Vader kid.
Oh my god!
I know what you're talking about.
It gets me every time.
That was a Super Bowl one when they used to actually be good.
I don't know that.
Do you guys
reference
remember
at all.
there was a commercial last
It
year?
was when
that
they
really
brought
good.
back Star Wars,
Mhm.
like with the Rey and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like the new year, whatever Volkswagen came out,
Okay.
and it had like the auto lock or auto door openers or whatever.
Sure.
And it's Halloween. The kid's dressed up as Darth Vader, and he looks at the whatever it is and does like the
Oh,
whatever it did.
for the doors
Yeah.
or whatever.
And
The
like
force.
the mom or dad went beep boop, and it did whatever it was supposed to do.
And he was floored.
You had to have been there.
I get it. I do it every time I walk in and out of Ace Hardware.
Oh, with the doors. Yeah.
Jeff, what are you thinking on this one here?
Well,
Are you a big bottler upper? I think you kind of let it out.
I cried this morning.
Oh wow!
Oh, nice. Good to get a good cry.
Yeah.
Watching the grass turn brown, or
That's sad. Yeah. I was watching college football, the pregame show.
Oh, was it the dog?
Yes,
Oh.
the dog, Kirk.
Oh,
That got me
that
last
dog,
week.
dude.
That got me last week
was
when they
bad.
first announced it.
he
I mean,
started
dude.
breaking down.
It was a mess. And Brandy's like, "Why are you watching this?" I'm like, "It's awesome."
It's
and then
Kirk.
they did the tribute to him, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude,
Dude, losing a dog is
oh yeah,
so tough.
So I was a little baby this morning, but that's excuse. I think that's excusable.
I got-
And
I
to
got
be
that on.
fair, you weren't in front of
be
another
fair.
man, right?
no. Not
So
even, no.
that was what Bill was saying, is that you didn't have to spare another person
Okay.
or another guy
Yeah,
from
no.
Yeah.
watching you bare your soul. So yeah,
I'm gonna rank it pretty good then.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna
I
go-
mean, I don't even know
Whatever
how to
you-
rank it. But let's go
I'm not
7.
sure what's going
Let's
on.
go
with this
7.
one. Oh, Scott, what can you coax from this? What are you feeling?
You know, as an emotional guy myself, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So, but I'm usually around other guys that are feeling the same thing. If we're experiencing heartbreaking WSU loss or coming to the end of a football season and it's maybe a senior's last game or whatnot, it's an emotional day. So, I let those fly.
Sure.
I can't quite tell. I don't know. I'm a 5.
In a group setting, yeah, okay.
Safe.
I don't know. Yeah.
Safe play.
Roy,
I lived that for 8 years of my life.
I've got a pretty good feeling where you're going.
So I'm going to go a good solid 9.
You get a good sense of enjoyment
Yeah.
and just
Keeping it down.
you play it cool.
Push it down.
Push it down.
Lock it away.
Compartmentalize.
Yep. I don't think I've cried since my dog died.
Get the PTSD hotline here.
Yeah. I got it. I got
If
it.
you or someone you know suffers
Yeah.
from.
Oh, I got all the numbers.
I don't mean to joke.
That's
It's not a laughing matter.
No, it's not. I've
Jinx.
had a lot of friends commit suicide.
I know. And I thank you for bringing that up. It's good to bring awareness to that issue, Roy.
Yeah.
It is.
Next up.
Good segue. Good segue.
You brought it up.
Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. How do we put this politely? Whatever you call it. A Hummer? Beach? Fellatio?
I'm loving this, the way this one's going.
En projet?
What was that last one? I'm going to use that.
En projet?
Mm.
It doesn't need much more explanation. The scientific reason for why it makes us happy is because our pleasure centers get rocked a little, like a GD hurricane.
Interesting. A genie
I'm
hurricane.
gonna have to put this one at a 10 also.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm an honest guy. I wear my
Yep.
truth on my
I'm
sleeve.
going to give it a fucking 10.
I give it a 10.
You know.
Billy Bob.
Yep. Varsity Blues,
Yep.
greatest football movie ever.
Greatest movie.
Scott,
Yes.
is this one of your pleasure zones here?
No
Or,
pun
I
intended.
don't know exactly how to put it.
Yeah. No, I'm a pretty straight shooter on this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
10.
How straight?
Yeah.
How straight, all right. Well, I mean, I guess that could go either way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. This one's.
I mean, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be fair.
This
To
is.
be fair.
I think the panel on this would look like a Michael Jordan slam dunk contest where
Yeah.
they all hold
Yes.
up to 10s.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're all 10s. Here.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're not, someone's doing it wrong.
Right.
Yep. All right. Well, we don't wander in. Well, we did have a pretty masturbation-heavy episode a while back, so we dabble here in this department every now and
You
then.
gotta be able to.
We're keep it loose. It's
We're all
happy
adults
hour.
here.
Yeah.
It's happy hour, guys.
That's what guys talk about.
I'd say this last one was
kids.
a lot more.
Sure.
Kept it classy.
Classy.
Kept
yeah.
it pretty clean there.
Yeah.
Could have gone off the rails.
Yep. Had to give the Billy Bob a shout out though.
You go from pushing down to beaches.
Pushes down to
Where are we going
talking
next?
about a 180.
Again, you can find this list on AskMen.com.
Yeah, that's how you know it's good.
Number 5, intelligence masquerading as stupidity, masquerading as intelligence.
That's how I live my life.
There's a reason.
Sounds like every management in any business
Sounds
ever.
like my life. There's a reason the brilliant creators of the likes of Ron Burgundy, Kenny Powers, and Homer Simpson have so thoroughly stolen our hearts. Watching a smart actor pretend he's a man so dumb he believes he's a genius is just terribly enjoyable.
Totally.
Presenting audiences with such a potent mixture of arrogance, ineptitude, is, along with jazz, the great American art form.
Yeah. You know what Ben Stiller says in Tropic Thunder?
What is that?
You never go full.
You're going to go there too? Same episode, Roy?
Jeez, I didn't go all the
Will
way.
you pace
You
yourself?
never go all the way.
Jeez.
Never go all the way.
That preteen really rocked your world this week.
Point the thing.
What do you guys think here? Intelligence masquerading as stupidity, masquerading as intelligence. I don't know if I can really locate that in my life too
Sounds
much.
like every management person I've ever dealt with in a business situation.
That's fair.
Sure.
Fake it till you make it.
Like Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the perfect example,
is-
right?
Yeah.
That is
That is.
genius actor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
That
10.
might even be
I mean,
another
Kenny
level
Powers,
to that one.
too. Eastbound and Down.
That's so good.
One of the greatest
Yeah.
series.
It was the egg rolls, not the ecstasy.
And then the Will Ferrell scene when he's the car dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling my plums. Let the boy watch. Like, I learned
from my daddy.
my dad.
My daddy before him. No, let the boy watch.
She tries to get away because she doesn't like it.
I can feel it in my plums.
So good.
Take him to the market. God, it's such a great.
Right.
The outtakes of that pop up every single day on my
Oh,
Facebook.
there!
don't know what
I
it is.
watch it every time,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
laugh every
Every
time.
There are some videos that I have to watch every time. It's that one and the Will Ferrell movie. I think it's the other guys when he's talking.
The
he's,
That's pop.
your big boy pants on.
yeah, huh? You gonna play?
And then there's
It's
the
a
one
walk around
about the dolphins and the tigers, or whatever. He's like, well, make a breathing apparatus out of kelp. Well, maybe not get very far the first day, but over time, maybe a mile inland.
Right.
I like when Mark Wahlberg's talking to him about like shooting a hole through the ceiling. He's like, "Wait, you never do a desk pop?"
A desk pop.
Yeah. Like you gotta, and then he does it, and they're like, "Oh God, I didn't know you were gonna do that."
That is I think it's an underrated movie.
Yeah.
Very.
It's pretty classic.
And then Michael Keaton as the police chief and the manager of Bed Bath & Beyond, dropping the TLC quotes all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want no scrubs, guys. Okay.
Don't want those guys.
All right. I don't know that we got the numbers on that, but I think we're all liking it. Let's move on to number 6.
Like it.
6 is always a real pivotal number here.
And we have 10 here total.
Oh, yeah. All right, MacGyvering. Now, it's somewhat related to building your own stuff thing. But
But it's
the
different.
spirit of MacGyvering is more about a man's instinct to improvise and fix whatever needs fixing with the limited resources available.
Yes.
And the more unconventional the solution, the better. Most of these solutions do ultimately fail.
Yep.
But until they do, there's a distinct sense of euphoria we experience. Knowing we managed to fix that moped, toilet, rollerblade, Xbox controller with nothing but our bare hands, force of will, and a metric ton of duct tape.
Yep.
This is pretty high on my list, I
Yeah.
can tell you that. I think it's like my life.
I think that's part of your family creed.
Again, look at us.
And this might be- yeah. We should really pan the camera around.
Yeah.
It's something to behold in here now.
Maybe a total of what? Maybe $300 if that.
The studio audience is in the way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're around $300. I mean,
Over what, a 5-year span? So I mean, not bad.
and yeah, I think 150 of that came this year.
Yeah. Just for this season.
Right.
MacGyvering is
so-
very rewarding.
Oh yeah.
undertakings.
So can you think of anything you've MacGyvered recently, or a greatest hits of
I'm
MacGyver?
trying to think.
My steering hose on my
Okay.
old Chevy Silverado I had.
Liking where this is starting.
It's not duct tape, but it's like some sort of tape substance,
Okay.
but it like sticks to itself. Like it's like kind of elasticy, so when it pulls back on itself, it tightens.
Okay.
I used that. It was made to like put like a pipe back together temporarily or
Sure.
something, not for like pressurized situations.
Yeah.
But-
Because it just blown some.
yeah, but it held
Nice.
until
there you go.
I got T-boned.
Oh.
I'm sure it's still holding on to the junkyard, though. I'm sure it's still
Oh, yeah.
holding on strong.
How about you, Scott?
I had
Anything
a-
coming to mind.
I had in college. I had an apartment that had a desk that I used Gorilla Glue on pretty
You don't
significantly.
say.
Yeah,
Not
actually,
sponsored,
to be honest with you, actually,
maybe.
three months ago, I thought I fixed the plumbing in our guest bathroom, and I ended up flooding the basement in the corner of it. So,
Oh,
So-
we got new carpet, and
nice.
yeah, so
Sounds fun.
Love new carpet.
yeah, I thought I had it. It was very close.
Well, they're not all winners.
Yeah.
Well, you fixed the water upstairs. You just moved it downstairs.
Yeah.
Well, here's the funny thing. I didn't fix it upstairs
partial fix.
either. It was It was
partial
fixed
fix.
for 24 hours until I found out that it was not fixed.
Sure.
But
Well, that's enough time to bask in some glory.
Yeah.
I owned it all day.
Yeah, you're just out there. You guys all eat shit.
I'm
a champion.
I made fire.
Who do you think you are? I am.
I am a golden god.
I am so smart.
People know me.
What about you, Ryan?
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Something today, probably?
I mean, right off the top of my head, this goes back a couple years, a long time ago actually. We had this laptop and the charger broke, and I stripped down all the wires in it because like just the like the little dongle thingy broke like in here.
Yeah.
And I just soldered from one part of the wire to the other, and it made like this big old loop. And we plugged it in, and it worked. But it was so fragile because it was just like this. It would break all the time, so I would have like all these weird little solder marks. Like, wait, it's holding. Charge the
Don't
computer.
move it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, just back in the day when we couldn't spend $90 or whatever it was to get a new charger, and I was like, oh, it still works. But I mean, I fixed like our washing machine before, like our dryer. I Google a model number can get you really far on YouTube, and I found how to put the belt back on. That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, most appliance
I can-
repair guys will tell you how like stupid easy it is to fix a lot of those small issues that pop up.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just getting that case off is the hardest
Yeah.
part.
A lot of screws.
But yeah, I mean, if I really started thinking about it, I could probably talk for days of stuff I've like randomly fixed. In my profession work, so I had this like 3 stories up. There was this gutter that would rattle when the wind like came by, and they had sent out a bunch of people, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And sorry, Roy, I kind of imitated you there. Sounded like a teenager student.
Dude,
So I gotcha. So I went up there and I like just kind of banged on it and it went. Huh. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, so they obviously installed it wrong. So I like went down my ladder. I didn't have anything. I grabbed a leaf, folded it up, and slid it up behind it. Hit it. No sound.
Perfect.
Charging like $500 and left. No, not really. I think that they'd already charged. I don't even know how much it was, but I was like, yeah, that's all I got. I probably should have like found a paper or a receipt, but with a leaf
Shim.
or something
Not gonna
really.
deteriorate.
so we've had the same appliances in our house since we bought it like 7 or 8 years ago.
Well, that's impressive.
And Brandy is rooting for all of them to fail because she wants to replace all of them. I'm like, no, dude, I don't care
like
if I have the
$5,000.
nicest dishwasher in. I don't care about the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And so she's rooting for it to go out, and I'm like, no. And so like it wasn't drying the stuff. The plastics were coming out with water all over them. I'm like,
yeah.
So I'm looking. I changed the heating element.
Oh,
Thing
nice.
works better than it was new. I'm like, dude, we just got more years out of this. I felt really good about that.
Yeah.
Simple fix.
That is pretty impressive.
I liked it.
I've also fully disassembled our dishwasher before, and
That was recent.
learned that you had to clean it. Have you guys ever cleaned the inner components of a dishwasher
I bet
before?
it smells so
Every
bad.
day when I wash my hands.
Oh, it's really? Yeah, that's funny. Didn't get it at first.
For you poor people, I don't have a dishwasher, so I'm one of you.
Yeah,
Gave her the option though.
we like having a man of the people here. You know,
We do.
We all got our own roles here.
Gave the option when I remodeled the bath or the kitchen.
Well, I
No
think
takers.
we've powered through 4 more things here.
Nice.
We might just have to put a pin in this and move on to the next
Yeah.
segment. Maybe we can double back at the end of the show if
Yeah,
we want
we
to
got
pile.
more time.
Anyway, I thought it'd be a fun list to go through, and there isn't too much more. Let me just, or are we out of time?
We got about a minute.
Let me just power through the list here real quick. So MacGyvering, and then there's TVs in random places, which I thought was pretty good. You know,
That's
TV
a
in the
10.
garage,
That's
whatever.
That's a 10.
TV, Ocean Shore, Shallow In, in the bathroom. Right by the toilet.
Shores, shallow, and that's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Above the toilet? Not
No,
bad.
right by the toilet.
Oh, right. By.
Old tube TV.
Oh,
about
nice.
12-incher.
Love it.
That's like a whole square foot of space too.
Oh, yeah.
A dog wearing sunglasses standing on the surfboard.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't do much for me.
Portable things.
Depends.
Like it.
I love portable things.
Yeah.
Repetition. I thought that was kind of funny. Because I think repetition does make me actually quite happy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like,
Every day.
Like
just
just going to the same restaurant. It's like
same coffee,
Yep,
same,
same
order,
order.
Yeah.
same. Well, different
Hopefully the
drinks,
same waiter.
same routine.
same seating order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're I think we're done with that list.
All right.
like it.
Sounds good.
Moving on to the next segment.
It's a good list.
Welcome back
Anyways.
to the show, everybody.
Enough of that.
We've got this is a segment of the week.
Ooh.
Okay, we got a new segment here now that might be reminiscent of an old segment called "Do You Remember Me?" Memes. Remember that, right?
Yes.
I don't
Not
think
really.
It wasn't. I
Was
just
this a
made
double
that,
episode
I
days?
just made that up. But
Unless they
this segment is called "Real Dads." Okay.
Nice.
Now, all of these have a theme, kind of, that are associated with dads, parents, whatever. So we'll kind of, let me see, where is a good spot to start here. We'll watch the reel, and then we'll react to it.
Treat an outside wound with rubbing alcohol, you treat an inside wound with drinking alcohol. Cynar. Treat an outside wound with rubbing alcohol, you treat an inside wound with drinking alcohol. Cynar.
You guys get that?
Yeah.
Love it.
So, that strikes pretty true to me.
Yeah, I have a
You
lot of
know, it
inside
makes
wounds.
sense. Do you have more outside wounds or inside wounds?
A lot more inside wounds.
Now, have you ever tried to treat them with rubbing alcohol?
Nope, I'm sure it might not end very well.
That
That might
is-
be my last inside wound.
That is a relief. Jeffrey, how about you? Are you a self-medicator with alcohol like all of us true alcoholics?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I mean, on the golf course for sure. Definitely.
Sure.
But yeah. Yeah. I think so.
I'm mostly a weekend medicator.
Yeah. I am a weekend medic.
Hold it in.
Yeah, I like
Push it
to
down.
Push it down till the
Yep.
weekend. Then
Let
you
it out.
Let it all
Wash it out.
accumulate.
Then they
Yeah.
play that damn dog on game day.
Yeah,
It's all over.
what a dipping down. It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should live longer.
They
I had,
should.
I had a doctor appointment on Thursday, and the doctor asked me to cut my alcohol intake by 50%. And as a true salesman, I talked her down to 25%. So
Perfect.
it's self-medicator, 100%.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Good deal.
Good sales.
Yeah. It's really working that. She's like, fine, if you want to die sooner.
She's
sure.
a medical professional.
You win.
in this? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I
You
had
win.
two
What
doctors
do I
go
know?
against them. I
Yeah.
quit drinking for a month to spite my doctor. And then my actual liver doctor was like, "Why are you stopping drinking?" I'm like, "Oh, my one doctor says I need to." Oh, not the amount you
No,
drink.
you need
You're
to
fine.
kick that back up.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Now, this reel is more of, well, let's just play it.
Oh, no.
Rough on him now.
No, he needs to know.
Okay.
He's always crying.
Tough love it is. Tough love. Wake up,
Parents have
idiot.
complained.
Oh, no.
This slide is
Rough
not
on 'em
safe.
now.
No, he
Here
needs
is
to
an
know.
Okay.
He's always
officer
crying.
checking
Tough
it.
love it is. Tough love. Wake up, idiot.
Have you guys ever just really regretted trying to prove something?
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
But normally I come out on top.
That's good to hear, Roy. You're usually right.
Yeah. It just takes a lot of persuading that I am.
You care to expand? Have you guys ever gone down a metal tube slide like that, or
Not a
just
metal
any?
tube slide.
Have you gone down any bumpy slides in your adult life?
Splashdown.
Never been.
Silverwood.
Is
Oh,
is
yeah.
it like a?
No,
Like a
I try
vertebrae
to
compressor?
I avoid those.
See, the last metal slide I was on was one of those elementary school ones where if you're wearing shorts, they just go, and they they singe the
Right.
back of your leg hair.
Or like the one where you're like on a burlap sack.
Oh, yeah, at the fair.
Yeah.
So you can really move on those.
Yeah.
I sure
It's
can.
it's the burlap.
They used to live dangerously back then. All right. So I'm not sure if the segment's hitting the way I thought, but let's keep going
Well,
here.
because it's.
So me forgetting that I'm now a father.
Yeah.
You guys ever had a moment where you kind of forgot your dad? I mean, I've had. No, I can't really
Not
say
really. I don't
something
think I
like
have.
that. It really rewires you.
Yeah.
What
But
do you think, Scott?
I think it comes down to being on vacation or having a few cocktails, and you just sometimes maybe let something a little slip that you shouldn't.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe that's about it.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe over wrestled Carter once or twice as he's started to like simultaneously really drive me nuts and get stronger and bigger. You're like, well, I can't actually go too soft because he could get that brand on
Yeah,
me and hurt
yeah.
me somehow. But he's still, only like 150 pounds. I can twirl him around and stuff. And
So every Mother's Day, I race Joey because he thinks he's faster than me, and I beat him every single Mother's Day. And this might be the year he gets me.
yeah,
Dude, be careful with that. My best friend's dad tried doing that, and he blew his hammy out.
Yeah.
That sounds like me. That sounds like
I raced Evan back when they were 13-ish, 14.
yeah.
And Tom and John, they were there. It was a baseball practice,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was 100% sure I could beat him. We raced from home plate to first base. I think I made it a quarter of the way to first base, and I just like, yeah, dude, I'm out. Like I don't got it.
Yeah.
I mean, Evan's pretty fast, but I thought I was faster.
Sure, that's
But I
that's
wasn't.
tough. That's tough, you know.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true. Yeah. Shooters got to shoot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Well, I did tell Joe. I'm sorry, Ryan. You're gonna
No, you're
go
good
to the
to
next
go.
one. I alluded to going to the doctor on Thursday, and turns out came home and told Joey this. I said, "You're in trouble. I am 0.75 BMI away from being overweight. So still technically obese,
Yeah.
but we are trending in the right direction
Nicely done.
without even trying. So
Good to hear.
I identify as overweight. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's just leave that one there. All right, here we've got a few more here. I asked Roy for five. I don't usually give Roy jobs here. I like him relaxed and free flowing, coming in here like he owns the place and like, where's my stool? Get my mic ready, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
This week I was like, Roy, I need 5 reels. Okay, I need 5 reels. You're the reel master. I think I put in one.
You might have put one in late, so you got
Yeah.
2 in, I think.
You got 7 or so. I'm giving you the credit, Roy. You're a veteran. All right. Here is the next one. Did we already do the new girl one?
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
No, that was the first one.
alcohol in.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
Nothing's happening!
Oh my god. I can still see it. I can't believe that just happened.
What were they doing?
Nothing.
Whatever it was, it looked like Dad was winning.
So
That's
good.
my favorite one.
Yeah, that one's good. That's really good.
I have to ask a question. Anybody been walked in on
Thankfully, no.
by a child?
No, not that I can think of.
It happened
I'm
to
sure
Roy, but
there's
they
been
just,
some close
they
calls.
just kept going.
Yeah, there's been some
Jeff's-
close calls.
Jeff's got a story. Jeff has got a
So
story.
You get up on the bed over here.
we do a lot of baseball traveling. Traveling.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Club baseball,
Sure.
out of town tournaments, and
That's what
I don't
the
know what-
shower's for, Jeff.
I don't know what it is with me, dude. That's where I'm going.
Oh, wow. That's an
so-
invasion of privacy there.
You know, we're in the you gotta shower. You gotta stay
Yeah.
clean. You
Yeah.
gotta stay clean.
Hygiene's number
And,
one.
Save
Number
water.
one.
Evan decided to knock on the door, and I'm like, "Hold on, bud!" Like, and we're like, "Oh shit!" And all Evan says is, Nah, man. I'm like, oh, no. All right, dude. I'll be out in a minute. Leave me alone.
And then all of a sudden you just yell 50.
Yeah. Nah, man.
No, man.
And me and Brandy were like, oh god.
That's really funny.
How do you walk out of the bathroom?
Well,
after that?
yeah, and then you still gotta
Yeah.
share the room with them at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not getting we're not getting 2 hotel rooms.
No.
when they're 13 or
Hey, bud, do you want to go out for a
12
Sunday?
or-
That'd be irresponsible.
A little extra.
got that kind of money.
No,
Sit
no.
down in the
Jeez.
pool.
We had a funny incident with the bed kind of against a wall. One of my kids kind of woke up and kind of after the fact, and he goes, "Man, did you guys hear all the thunder last night?" It's just like
In my plums.
Down my loins.
we laughed so hard because we're like, yeah, we did hear a little thunder last night.
It was really
Father
banging.
was a bringing the thunder. And everything's just like going over his head. It's so funny. But yeah, that's probably the closest. We've never been. No, they've never like walked in that.
Yeah.
Love.
I've had a couple knocks and they go, yep, okay, yep, good. Oh, yeah, we're just waking up, bud. Just waking up.
Oh man, jeez.
Oh, they gotta be careful in the morning.
I had a night terror.
They come in asking when breakfast is. Yeah. They might get a whole.
Might see a different type of sausage.
They know better than to. They stay in their bed till Roy comes out of his. Let's just say that.
Smart kids. Smart kids.
All right, we've got a few more here. I wish I would have done these in a particular order. Let's do this one here. This is just good parenting.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Rough on him now.
No, he needs to know.
Okay.
He's always crying.
Tough love it is. Tough love. Wake up, idiot.
Oh, no.
Rough on him now.
No, he needs to know.
Okay.
He's always crying.
Tough love it is. Tough love. Wake up, idiot.
Wake up, idiot.
Tough love.
Oh, yeah.
Real
It's tough.
heavy Will Ferrell theme this episode.
I know. Maybe that's why.
Unintentional.
I don't know. I noticed that all the way through the episode.
Yeah.
Even in that list, there was a Ron Burgundy reference.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
stars align.
Yeah.
You guys are administrators of tough love, or do you let your wife do it?
I try to, and I normally get shot down real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just wait in the background and I'm like, yeah, I mean, mom's right. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I let Brandy do that.
Yeah.
She's good at it.
Yeah. I get in trouble for not supporting a lot.
Undermining. Do you get the you're
Oh, yeah.
undermining me?
I mean, via
I get that a lot.
unsupporting.
Yep.
I tried. I'm like, how am I undermining you? I'm
dude.
literally saying, yeah.
I can have an opinion too.
I'm.
Sorry.
It's tough.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry, yeah.
Randy, if you're watching, he doesn't mean it.
I don't have an opinion. Ever
Just shove it down.
in my life.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, I also, on the other hand, I'm like, all right, let me try it out for a while. It's just not my. I end up feeling bad every time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, let's go. Do you want to go out and do something, bud?
Yeah. No, I'm a soother just like that. I want to talk about it, deliver the pain, and then work through it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about that tough love. But it gets shot down real fast. Stop. Just stop. I get that one.
Well, my kid did ask me if he could stay the night at his girlfriend's house tonight.
Oh.
my gosh.
Whoa.
I said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk us through it.
And why would you ask?
Yeah, you should say I want to stay at Johnny's house. And then,
At least lie to me,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Do the classic.
It's a respect issue at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're almost 18. Or what, but
Yeah.
no, dude,
That's how it
you're
starts.
not growing up yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
9 months later, you're in a hospital.
And they've
room.
been dating since they were like
Right.
12.
Yeah, Kaylee came to us a couple weeks back and asked if she and Tyler
yeah.
and Josie
Arizona?
Yeah. Let's just go get an Airbnb with a whole bunch of soon-to-be 18-year-olds and let's go visit the campus. And I'm like, you guys aren't touching shit on the campus. You guys yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, they're all excited about that. They want to go.
Man,
I don't think that's happening.
that's tough.
I'm
I
kind of
mean,
just hoping it goes away.
Yeah.
I mean, my version of that was like we would go camping when I was like 17, 18-ish or whatever, and it was kind of like they knew where we were going, but you didn't have to disclose like a guest list.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
oh, who's coming to where and this and that, and so
You want to know what my version of that was, Ryan? Marty, let's sleep in your treehouse. Let's see if we can sleep in your treehouse. Because the neighbor girls were just one street over. And
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. When the treehouse is a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
No showers up there.
All right, let's power through here. We got probably, I think, just one more, two more.
Ian,
Hey, what's going on?
I'm your neighbor. Open your door, brother.
I'm not home. I'll be home in like 10 minutes.
Oh shit! All these cars out front? I thought you were home.
Oh yeah, I have people there with me right now, but I'll be home in like 10 minutes.
Yo, brother, I'm bringing a bottle of whiskey over. We're gonna figure this out, right?
Right.
Where you at?
I'm at the grocery
All right.
store.
Get home, brother.
All right.
We're gonna drink this stuff.
I'll be home soon.
We're gonna drink it.
Black Barrel.
Right.
All right. I'll see you in a few minutes, right?
All right.
All right. See you then.
My neighbors suck.
Yeah, right. All of ours do. They're not bringing that over.
To be honest with you, I love my neighbor. I have an empty lot next door, and then I have a neighbor on the corner, and they're
cool.
delightful.
Nice. Anything coming close to that situation?
So he delivers pickles to our house.
When you're not
homemade.
home?
Yeah. Oh,
Good old milkman
Like
story.
that. Yeah.
Oh, it's the pickle delivery guy.
Pickle sniffer.
Oh, man. I wonder if he knows Kristen. A big deal.
She is a big deal.
I don't know. I had a joke in there. And just didn't
Did
work
we ever
out.
get anywhere with her spin-off show?
No.
I think that she posted something that she... Oh, no. Ours of her dating life? No. No, I haven't approached her with that yet.
Kristen, if you're out there.
Yeah.
Well, and
We're
Kristen,
ready.
if you're watching this episode, you had asked if you could be a MILF but not be a mom, and it's just a mindset. So yes, you can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. I agree. Yeah.
And also, you might be interested in Scott's neighbor, the pickle man.
Yeah.
That's a natural fit.
Sure, yeah. That could be the first date. Is he married, Scott?
Dwayne is married. Yes.
Oh.
Like, fully committed?
Yes.
Kind of
Yeah.
gray
He's
area?
delivering
Been
pickles to
together
other
for a
people's
long
houses.
time.
He's dropping off pickles everywhere.
Sure.
If he's dealing in pickles, he's got a wandering eye.
He's got some game, yeah. Roy, do you have any neighbors that you would run into this situation with?
Unfortunately, no. I did, but
Yeah.
they moved after COVID. They got all spooked and moved out to the country and started a farm.
I wonder how they're handling mad cow disease. Maybe move them back in the city.
Maybe.
Well, that's too bad.
I got a neighbor that for sure would do that.
Yeah,
100%.
Good.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Nice.
We've toasted over some beers before. Some
Not a lot of
alcohol.
drinkers in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
That's your favorite, huh? This might be a good time to move along.
Yeah, well, we just had one more, Roy.
Oh, I don't got time for it. You gotta.
Is it too long?
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Hugh Janus.
Hugh Janus.
I'm on to you.
Buster Cherry, happy birthday.
Dixie Normus
I will
20.
say the name, Craven Moorhead.
So Vandercox,
Shout to Mike Hunt. Happy birthday.
Eating beaver.
Eileen Ulick, I see you.
Jack Mayhofer, happy
Droopy balls.
Droopy balls.
Mike Hawkener, happy birthday.
Mike Hawk.
Bill McCravis 20.
Oliver Closehoff.
Bill McCracken, happy Dixie Rex 20. And Hugh Janus topping up my leaderboard.
Colonel Angus.
Is it starting over?
Sleepy Joe.
Mike?
No, I didn't mean to say that.
Genitalia, happy 1000. You totally got me with that name. So fond of Cox, happy birthday to you.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. That's so good.
Well,
pretty good.
When you do the deep dives, you find the good stuff.
That's
Is
for
Mike
sure.
Mike Hawkener?
We are back for the wrap up. Thanks for listening to the show so far, everybody. Guys, have you had a nice time being on the Supper Club Social today?
As always. All
Highlight
two
of my
times.
day.
Yeah.
What a hoot.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great time. Always.
Hooting and hollering.
Real Dads was fun.
That was great.
Fun segment. Sometimes you got to do it once. No, you don't do it again. You know, you never know.
Maybe less.
Just the tip.
Sometimes more is less.
Just see how it feels.
Yeah, just to test it out.
Or less is more.
In the wrap up, we usually like to give a shout out to somebody, and before we do that, I wanted to give a little teaser to our next episode. We're gonna have the much loved Mr. Maxfield on the show.
That's huge.
Salk Spartan.
Yeah, Salk Spartan, combat veteran. I mean, everyone I know.
You can't
knows
find
who he
anybody to
was.
say a bad word about him.
So I'm looking forward to having him on the show. He listens to the show, so he knows what he's getting into.
He's the one. He's the one.
Scott, do you have any memories or anything of Mr. Maxfield?
So I was fortunate enough to play JV baseball for Mr. Maxfield at Salk. And I fancy myself as a pitcher back in the day, and he was like, "Okay, Lewis, you're more of a first baseman. Not a lot of side to side quickness, but you can maybe pick it at first." But he allowed me to pitch, and I threw probably 20 of the hardest balls I could ever throw, and in a game. And he goes, "All right, Scott, let's see the fastball." And I was like, "That was it." So I knew.
Wow.
I mean, that was my moment of I knew I wasn't going to be a Major League Baseball player based on that comment right there.
Sure,
So,
yeah. And he put it so humorously.
Let's see the
fastball.
He was a baseball dude.
Yeah.
So
Mr. Saffel?
When I was like, yes. When I was in 7th or 8th grade, I can't remember when I had him as a teacher, but
sure.
I wore my Dodgers gear to school. I always liked to rock jerseys, and he liked the Dodgers too. He loved them.
Okay.
And he had a sports store in the mall.
Oh, really?
He had, I believe, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had a sports store set up inside of Montgomery Wards. I believe.
Nice.
Maybe my memory.
Franklin Park Mall?
Yes,
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to ask him about this.
I will, yeah.
But I used to go in there and get jerseys and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so I thought me and him were tight because he
Yeah.
was my teacher. We got along great. We talked baseball all the time.
Sure.
So one day I was just feeling really good in class, and it must have been a Friday.
Yeah.
Happy as hell to be getting out of school, and
Yeah.
he's coming around, and I've got a pencil in my hand. I'm just whipping it around. He's on my desk. I freaking snap him right on his wrist, and he flipped the switch and got so mad at me. And I'm like, I thought we were tight.
You hit his wrist?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Completely just
Bold
right on
move,
the knuckle, dude. I don't know what came over me.
Yeah.
And dude, he got so, and I was an idiot. I thought we were boys.
Yeah.
And, we weren't boys at that point.
Right.
And I think I got a reprimand.
Got a little.
I was like,
That was a bold move, Cotton.
I just something came up because like he's just one of those guys. You just
Sure,
you feel
yeah.
like you're just like he connects with you.
Yeah,
you know?
he definitely does that.
And he didn't want to connect that much.
And he's also, I mean, I'm sure he's very well versed in that. Like, that's the boundary.
Yeah.
Nope, we're not
Yes,
crossing that.
yes.
I'm looking forward to having him on, and he'll be on the show. So
Looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, him and Roy will get along great.
the wrap up, Roy, you got any shout outs? That bastard preteen?
No, definitely not that idiot. None that are coming to my mind.
Okay. How about you, Scott? Any shout outs you like to do?
Would like to shout out Gia from Full House. Every once in a while, I think about her, and one of my first crushes.
No, I'd go. I'm more of a Topanga from
more
Boy
of
Meets
a-
World.
Of course,
I'm more of a
yeah.
Kimmy Gibbler type.
Ooh.
Sure, yeah. Who was Gia?
Gibbler, I hardly know her.
Never-
Jeez. But we went to high school with a girl we called Kimmy Gibbler, and shout out Jessica Kemp. You are awesome. I love you,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry we called you that. Not me. It was Justin Johnson. But anyway,
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really you. How about you, Jeff? Do you got any shout outs or anything you'd like to end the show with?
Shout outs, just shout outs.
Anything good happened that you want to mention? But it doesn't really have to be anything like that. It can just be your little send off.
Well,
of the
last
show.
time I did a shout out for McLean's.
Boiler
Room.
Yep.
They now have taken over McLean's again.
Oh my goodness! When will they stop? They must be stopped. It's the Tampions version 2.
No, better. So you gotta go check out Boiler Room. You gotta go check out McLean's. Evan works there, so you can see him throwing some dope.
Nice.
But I also got in trouble because I didn't shout out my wife's business.
Oh,
She does some cleaning.
Yeah.
Beautifully cleaned by Brandy.
Right.
Great house cleaner.
Yeah. That's a good shout out.
Yeah, you know. So I'm just trying not to get in trouble here,
especially after you trashed her earlier in the episode.
Right? Sold her out about the shower time.
And got wanting to replace your appliances.
Yeah, and you let her do all the dirty work. And as far as discipline,
she enjoys that though. She likes
it. Yeah, no, I can second that. Beautiful by Brandy, is that the
Beautifully
company name? Beautiful Clean.
Yep.
Good business.
I feel like she's been in Marsha and Wayne's World.
Yeah, yep.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Party on, Garth.
We should get him on the show. That'd be a real hoot.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still mad at him for beating me in fantasy football.
You should be. We haven't done a fantasy update. Maybe next episode.
Yeah.
Let everybody know where the chips go.
Also, Marty, I hear you're going to be in town for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Emergency pod. I'm there with you, bro.
Because it'll be Marty time.
Yeah. It could be.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening to the show.
The stories we could tell.
And we will see you next week.
Have a good one.
Ciao, ciao. Oh, I could hit a button.
I'm thirsty for more, and I'm hunting, and I'm looking, and I'm searching everywhere for you. Cause I want one, need one, give me one more. I'm waiting by that window for you. I want another bang, bang, yeah. Let's echo it through the night. I want another